music.
Now we're live.
Oh shit! Game Boys
Happens every week.
And girls.
Yep. Game Boys, Game Girls, all of them love Chipzel. I don't know, like Chiptunes. Sean is going to see some.
I like Chipzel. However, I'm not going to be seeing Chipzel.
Okay. Do you recognize any of the artists on the lineup, or?
No. Well, now I do because I looked them up weeks ago and I've been listening to them. But beforehand, no.
You didn't know Bit Brigade or Bit Brigade?
I probably have heard that term before.
The term.
The term Bit Brigade. They're it's well regarded. But are these like 8-bit people? Is that website still around? That's kind of when I got into Chiptunes. That's where I got them from.
That's where I got them from too. I don't know.
Okay.
Bandcamp is where I listen to a lot of music.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess we're talking about Rockage 3.0, which is not the best title.
But is it the third annual? Is that why?
It is the third annual, and it's not just chiptunes. However, there's a lot of chiptune artists there, but it's video game music, video game inspired music, and retro video game convention happening in San Jose. I guess the first one is tomorrow. It's 3 days. I'm going for just Saturday.
Okay. I saw Scapegoat 2 is going to be there, so there's like new indie games as well.
Yes, there's a few indie games, and some kind of California Extreme presence, from what I understand.
Oh, okay.
So just a bunch of arcade games. That sounds sweet.
Yeah.
Are you going to be
I'm looking forward to it. It should be a good time.
You're not going to be there when California Extreme is happening, are you, in July?
I won't. That's the summer.
Oh, okay. That's a shame, but I guess this is a thing. That's cool. Has the weather, is it good time for a festival right now? Is it okay there? Or is it kind of unseasonably not great? I guess
this is awesome because my thing is not recording. But whatever, I'll just take the audio out of the video.
Oh, okay.
What happened there?
New program, Adobe.
The future of podcasting.
Okay. Are you gonna pick up on another program or just all from here?
No. Well, okay. There, I started recording again. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll figure something out.
Perfect.
Yeah. Oh well.
For those watching live. Anyway, I don't know. Hey, let's go around the table. Best chiptunes happening right now. John, what's your favorite band?
Simon Viklund is my favorite band.
He's a great band. That guy's great.
Is that chiptune?
He's done some chiptune-ish stuff, but mostly not.
Does he perform live at all, or?
Okay, Disaster Piece is actually my choice. So.
Okay, they're popular. The floor is made of jelly. They're working on that game.
It's a he.
It's just one guy once again.
Yeah, Disaster Piece is one guy.
Okay, fine. It's not an art collective or anything. It's just one person. Okay.
Nope.
Fez, right? That was that person.
Fez, the puzzle agent games that you were so into. That was him too.
Okay.
I did not know that.
Yep. Shoot Mini Robots, a bunch of other games.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm trying to think. I'm
surprised you didn't say Phantom Inc.
Well, wait. What are some of those Hotline Miami tracks?
Moon.
I think who does that? Moon.
Isn't it a group of people?
It's a bunch of them, like Jasper Byrne.
Moon did the more popular one, Hydrogen, which is that super funky electronic one.
Okay, and then Perturbator. Isn't that one?
Sounds right.
Yeah, that's pretty good too. So I'll go with those. I haven't listened to Infinity Shred / what they used to be called? The Transformer Starscream. That's what they used to be called. I haven't caught up on their recent stuff, so whatever. And Sean, Chipzel, or is there someone else from this new lineup? Or
Chipzel at the moment is my favorite. She's real good.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. Yep.
So there you go. Music. That's what we're here to talk about. Pretty much, right? This is your rodeo this time, right, Sean? Right?
I thought it was technically John's. We didn't really talk about that.
Yeah, no one told me this, so that's why I haven't said that we're here on the Top 10 Perspective today.
Oh, okay, we are.
The date is February 6, 2014.
Yes, it is.
I am joined by Sean Booker.
I'm playing Bravely Default.
And Nathan Rohr.
I'm not playing anything. I'm holding this gamepad. It's the Olympics today, also.
Is it?
It starts in 12 hours or something.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna say, did like the big event performance, like the opening ceremony, happen?
It said February 6th on the ad I saw, but I guess February 6th over in Sochi is like later. They're not doing stuff yet, so I'm pretty sure nothing's happened. But
yeah, because they're GMT like +4 or something, or +3, aren't they?
So it's midnight there.
No, it's like the next day.
So yeah, I know in Japan already? They're ahead of us.
Maybe it's just our coverage begins February 6th, and it's just
our coverage is supposed to begin like before the actual Olympics start, so we'd be.
Maybe that's what it was. Maybe it's just like there's a bunch of journalists there talking about stuff that's going to happen, and like they have like a sports center.
And how bad the hotels are, apparently.
Yeah, that's all I've been seeing is just pictures of toilets. Just a lot of toilets. Just toilets everywhere, and too many of them, and sometimes half of them. It's weird, but yeah, welcome to Russia. Fun
Hooray!
Times.
All right, and I'm your host this week, John, and we will be starting with what Nathan's been playing.
Okay. Let me just go to the list. Okay.
Although before we go to the list, I'd like to point out something. Sorry, I just realized
what's going on? What's going on?
It's an important episode for us.
What?
Yeah, it's episode 199.
Oh, okay.
So I thought you were gonna like get it wrong, and I was gonna be like,
I actually went and double checked to make sure, because I'm like, there's no way. Like they haven't said a single thing. We're making a big deal about this. Next week is our 200th episode.
But 199 only comes once, right? So
exactly. So does every other night,
special.
Technically.
I know, you're right, but it's kind of special. 99, you know.
199.
Yeah.
Segue us, Nathan. What do you
hotel? What's the hotel desk one? 215.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
So.
Anyway.
4 months from now, we'll do a special hotel desk. No, we don't.
Don't make me go back and just grab my copy of that game.
I have a copy of that game too somewhere.
I remember you liked it more than I did, right? You actually finished it. Like I just kind of flaked out at partway through.
I still want to play that sequel.
Did it only come out in the UK or something? Or?
Yeah, it is in English as far as I'm aware.
I have a friend who has it. I just need to borrow it off him.
Okay. I guess totally in that vein of like adventure game stuff, I played the rest of 999 Zero Escape, I guess is the franchise.
So how'd you like the big reveal?
I actually decided, like, going up to it, I was like, I want to see all these endings, so I saw all of them.
Oh, okay.
I liked some of them. There was 2 endings that were just kind of nothing happens, but the ultimate ending was pretty sweet. It was pretty good.
Well, to be fair, there's like 2 ultimate endings because one you have to get.
Yeah, you need to do one in order to see the other, and I screwed that up too. Even though I was looking at the flowchart for the rest of my playthrough, I ended up going down a dead-end path yet again. I got the coffin ending last week, which is useless. You don't need it. It's a waste of time. But I saw it anyway, so great. I don't know what, like, I really like how that game kind of encourages you to go through multiple times, I guess. Like, honestly, thinking back to, like, some Telltale stuff, like, they don't want you to do that. Or, like, David Cage games, they don't want you to do that, because then you're ruining it, is kind of the thing. It's like, no, don't go down there, because then you'll see that it's all just tricks, and we actually don't have too much variation. Whereas this is just like, do that. Please do that. Go see all of our content. We want you to go do that. And I'm like, yeah, good. It, like, plays to my compulsions as a player, because, like, I want to see everything. So by putting that in there, that's kind of cool. And it's totally that great game to just wind down at the end of every day. Yeah. Like, I played that just spread out, and it works perfectly. It's just like reading a book. It's just a book.
So did you like the big reveal?
I'm trying to think, like, which specific revelation would be the thing, but
I guess, do you like all of them? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, like the other experiments and whatever, like all the oh, yeah, okay. I guess, like, the final scene was pretty great. Yeah, I'll just leave it at that.
Yeah, don't say much more, so.
I know, it's one of those games where, like, a single sentence could kind of ruin a bunch of stuff, so I don't want to get too into that. But I ended up liking a lot of the characters, and yeah, it was just fun and silly. Like, the humor in that game is maybe, like, a little really dumb sometimes. Like, it's just double entendres is their big joke. They just love those. So, I don't know, that aspect of it was a little cringy sometimes, but I don't know. It was generally really fun. And actually so much so that I've just gotten so used to having that as part of my life that I rolled right into the sequel. I started playing the second one. Despite everything we said.
Really?
Too much
you didn't
too
think
soon.
you were burnt out at all?
No, I'm just like, I want more nonary game. I want more mystery. Just let me have it. And
well, please don't spoil anything for me. I have not started that game.
yeah, I won't get into anything I've seen story-wise or whatever. I guess I will just say, like, you could see the budget, like, went up. Like, it's just all 3D now, and it's all just, like, way more elaborate in a way, so that's kind of cool. Also, voice acting, though, which initially really put my, like, you know, hairs on the back of my neck up. I don't know. I got a little like, I don't want to hear this. I just want to read a book. What's it doing? Why is it talking? But I got over that at some point, and most of the performances are totally fine. Some of them are actually really good, so I'm over that.
What are you playing it on?
Vita. I'm playing it on the Vita.
Okay. Did you buy it, or did you have it from PlayStation Plus?
I have from Plus, actually, so
okay.
I just jumped on there.
Cool.
I had it installed already and everything, so yeah. And I don't know, like I'm still on my first initial playthrough, so I'm assuming you replay it because they have all the question marks on the thing. And
yeah, there's like 30 endings now or something.
Yeah, a couple dozen.
A lot. So I'm still unraveling like the initial mystery, but pretty promising so far. Maybe a little like I got really used to the stylus business on the DS, so having to kind of use this touchscreen or like use the joysticks to kind of aim my cursor around is a little weird, but it seems fine. I guess beyond that, I've also been playing OlliOlli quite a bit. I'm on pro levels now, so getting some giant combos and stuff. There's a few challenges where they ask you to do like a very specific trick that I still have problems with because it's just like I don't think curling the joystick does that. I don't think like press left button whilst doing a quarter circle backwards. Like it's just I don't know. I like when it's just like, hey, get a giant combo, like just get X number of points. I love doing that. But once it gets a little more nitpicky about it, I get a little less good. But I don't know. I did okay on the daily grind yesterday. I was number 16 last I checked. So I was like,
nice. Is it a daily challenge?
Yeah. Out of I don't know. That's the thing. I don't know how many people are playing it. So it's like there could be like 28 people that played the challenge.
I wonder if daily challenges are gonna like for real daily challenges are gonna be a thing now.
Maybe. I mean, it's a solid idea to kind of just keep people checking back and makes leaderboards matter in a cool way. So I'm down for that. But yeah, that game's pretty fun. I don't know. I kind of wish you could change your guy. Like I wish you could customize your dude, like just unlock a new hat or something. Like he's just default skater guy all the time, but I don't know. That's a weird nitpicky thing. Then I bought Lumines on Steam.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There was a night this week I wanted to play some Broken Age, but you played Lumines for the entire evening.
I did. Have you played that version or something, John? Or
I've heard it's got the same issues the Xbox Live one had.
Yeah.
With like no skins unlocked by default, lots of DLC.
Oh, is that? Well, maybe that's what it. Okay, like I know it. I bought it bundled with the Advance Pack, and
okay.
It seemed very much like this is basically that Xbox Live version, which is kind of too bad. But yeah, like almost immediately it looped through. Like it was just like I got through all the skins that were available really quickly, and then after I failed, eventually it unlocked a bunch of stuff. But I wasn't sure if it just unlocked the things I saw for.
It unlocked the things you saw. Yeah, that's exactly what it did.
Gross. So
yeah,
it's just not a lot in that game.
Be glad you got the Advance Pack because I think there's even less skins. Like Advance Pack is supposed to add a bunch.
If that was all the skins and the Advance Pack, this is like I feel real sad now about.
If memory serves me of the Xbox release, I think there were 6 skins by default.
Like I went through at least a dozen, but that's not very many. Like that goes really quickly. So I don't know. The Vita version by far I prefer. I guess I know.
The PSPs and the Vita ones, the handheld ones have always been the best. The ones where they can't nickel and dime you with DLC.
Yeah, and I guess maybe they just gave up on it pretty quickly because those are the only 2 packs available. There's just those 2 sets, and I
believe for the PC version there's a modding community around it. Do not hold me to that though. I might be wrong.
Oh, okay. It's too bad. Like I would love to have like big screen Lumines going on, but I don't know. Like, yeah, I still applied my newfound comboing skills to that game and had a good time, I guess. But just the songs and stuff, I just got really into the soundtrack of the Electronic Symphonies. So
maybe it came with some of the classic songs. Was Shine in there? Was Shake Your Body?
I don't
Heavenly
think
Star?
So.
No,
I honestly didn't notice anything really standing out. I was like, oh yeah, I remember this. It was kind of a bit of a letdown on all fronts, other than it was still sort of luminous. So, yeah, I don't know. That was just me sitting in front of my computer and then finding out there was a version on Steam and just being like, all right, let's go. And then should have really researched a little better. I don't know, but whatever. That's the thing that happened. Okay, next though is this weird kind of mobile game thing I was doing. So, hey guys, you heard of this new game?
Oh no, I know exactly what you're gonna say too.
All right, all the kids are talking about it.
That's true. My Facebook is.
It's just exploding. It's blowing up right now. Fresh, hot out of Vietnam. Flappy Bird.
Hot out of Vietnam.
That's where the developer's from.
What?
Yeah. Flappy Bird is one of the weirdest internet sensations for like long-time game plan people, I think, because like I read a great article on Polygon today, kind of just talking about how it's kind of important. You know, like this is kind of an important wake-up call for mobile development in a way, because it's like the reason this caught on has to be kind of considered, because it's so dumb. Like it's like just a student game basically. Like this guy just started
Copter.
Games.
Like I played this back in elementary school.
It's Copter, yeah. Like everyone's coming out of the woodwork with like, this is basically just this other game. What the hell's going on? What's wrong with kids these days? And you're just like, I know, you're not wrong, but there's 50 million downloads. Like everyone is playing it.
Didn't they say something like he's making $50,000 a day, something like that?
On just ad revenue, because the game is free, which is part of its kind of easy appeal. It's like 2 megs, free download, and yeah, there's just kind of ads for eBay and stuff on there all the time. But people just don't care. They're just like, whatever, that's fine. And they just compare their scores against their friends and share their high scores and whatever, and it just blew up everywhere. And I don't know, it controls like real bad. Like the bird is like a lead weight flying.
Well, it's Copter.
I guess, yeah. And the sound, like the pipes are just Mario pipes, but whatever.
But to be fair, that's how Jetpack Joyride controlled too.
Oh, dude, but like way more so. I don't know. It's like there's such a narrow range you can go through, and then it's just like, sweet. My high score is 9. I got 9, and that's it. But I honestly feel weird, like I'm even going back to it ever, because it's not very good. But I'm still just kind of like fascinated by how big it got. Dude released 2 other games last year. I also checked out those: Super Ball Juggling and Shuriken Block, or Shuriken. You know, there's like 5 ninjas, and there's shurikens raining down over a wall, and you kind of tap. And Super Juggling, you're just 2 soccer players kicking a ball, and you just keep doing that. And they're all basically the same thing of just do really good at this one activity, and you'll get medals and stuff if you do really well, and that's it. Bare bones, super simple. And somehow that has caught on like wildfire, and it's really weird. So, yeah, trends. And I guess the thing was just kind of like no one can predict what's going to catch on. Like marketing, like you can have all the focus groups and whatever, and then just out of completely left field, something could just take everything. Like just totally show up and win. And no one has the power to predict that. So I don't know. It's been kind of a phenomenon in a weird way. And I don't pretend to totally understand it, but I mean, it's a vertically oriented one-button game. Like, I kind of like that in a way. It's just I'd rather pay like a couple dollars for something a little more robust, but I don't know. Did either of you look at this at all? Like, it's on Android too.
I've seen footage of it. I do not
intend to.
Because I'm the kind of person who would actually have fun playing that kind of game, so.
I think that's kind of the weird thing. It's like, it's so hard that somehow that hooks people in. It's just like, well, it's bad. Like, that's why. No, dude, I can get a further score. Like, it's so simple. People just want to go further. And, yeah, like, you feel you get pulled into that weird self-defeating vortex of beating your own score.
That's kind of what I do.
Yeah, it's dangerous, maybe. So, I don't know. That's happening. That is a thing. And yeah, then I checked out some of his other games. And then just today, like this morning on Twitter, I saw a bunch of kind of dev folk. Nick Sutner specifically was way into Threes, which is a puzzle game on iOS as well. It's
I've been seeing people up with it about this one.
Yeah, it's kind of neat. I don't know. You're basically just multiplier, like multiples of 3. You're trying to kind of match together, like pair them up, and then the number stacks and gets bigger and bigger, and you're trying to just get bigger and bigger numbers, and you have kind of a, I guess 12 by 4 grid, like it's only 4 by 3, I think. It's a little grid of squares that have numbers in them and stuff, and you're kind of constantly sliding around, and new numbers are coming on screen, like 1s and 2s, that you then pair into 3s, and then pair those into 6s and the 12s. Highest I've gotten, what is it? So 96 times 2 is 192, right? Yeah, that's the best one I've got. His name's 3J. That's kind of the weird thing. They kind of give each number a little personality. Like they're a little guy that like says stuff, or girl. They're little characters, and that's kind of cute while you're playing it, but immediately frustrating when you fail. Like you're just like, like there's this little guy kind of just, I don't know. And then it slowly tallies up your score and forces you to type in your name again every time. That's honestly been my thing. Is there's no like, I've gotten so used to the OlliOlli, like just hit the big button, reset, let's go again kind of thing, that not having that is driving me crazy, because it's just like, all right, it's going to pop up the thing, and then Game Center says a little thing, and then all right, let's go again. And it takes like 8 seconds, but it's the worst 8 seconds, because I want to keep playing, but I don't know. It's pretty fun, though. It's actually a novel puzzle game. I haven't seen anything quite like this, and I don't know, just chasing that high score yet again, but it's kind of cool. A little sluggish, though, like some of the way it, I don't know, menus and stuff, transitions, like it's a little weird sometimes, but I don't know, it's like its first day out or pretty quick, like it recently came out, so it might be patched to work a little better. Also, I'm on a 4S, so that's old now, right? That's old garbage.
Yeah, that's all I have.
Yeah, we got old phones now by some reckoning, but yeah. And I haven't played The Room 2 yet or anything, but anyway. Next game I played, Sean also played, so maybe he might want to. The Wolf Among Us episode 2.
I played start to finish. Played it last night.
Yeah, I played it today, all start to finish as well. Just kind of sit down for interactive movie mystery kind of thing. Did you like it?
So I'll be doing a review of it in the next couple days or so on Comic Book Bin. But I did enjoy it. I thought some real cool like murder mystery elements. Like it had me hooked on who did what and what's going on.
Yeah, who done it. That's
some classic. Good kind of reveal things later on, and a cool like a cool, I don't know, like gasp moment just before the title card sequence.
Yeah, I think I might have actually exclaimed, "Oh shit!" or something, and then it goes to credits.
I actually, when that happened, I was like, okay, and then the title card sequence went, and then it came back and it showed me why that was an oh shit, and I was like, oh, that's right! Well, this game came out like 3.5 months ago, so I did not remember this at all. But if I had played it like last week, that would have been like, yeah, oh shit.
Yeah. Like, I mean, they did have a pretty elaborate like recap thing at the beginning of the episode, but it was a little missing beats here and there. So yeah, I was actually like really kind of not sure where this second one would go, but I was like relieved pretty quickly, I guess. I'm not gonna say why, but the main like story thrust, I ended up kind of being like, okay, good, this is a better direction for things. I did not know it would go this way. Speaking vaguely about a story, but whatever.
Right. I guess for more mechanically, this is probably like the least gameplay I've seen in one of Telltale's like modern day adventure games.
Yeah, there's like a couple fight things that happen.
There's like there's like one fight. At least I only had one fight. For the most part, it was just you literally going through tense situations, but just dialogue.
Yeah.
And at least for me, I was playing it all like Mr. Nice Guy. I didn't hit people when I didn't have when I didn't need to. There was only one place that it forced me to actually fight somebody.
Yeah.
But apart from that, there was one small little twist puzzle thing, which is not even a puzzle. I don't know what the point of that was.
Yeah, it's kind of just
the first episode had tons of quick time, lots of chasing and stuff. And I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just because I think their strongest elements are these dialogue trees, so I guess it's good that they're
yeah.
kind of leaning into those. But just something I noticed is there is almost like no gameplay to that episode 2.
Yeah, I feel like I was like walking twice maybe. It was like there was an area where you could actually walk around, but then I was kind of immediately compelled to just ask the person something, and then it's like, all right, back into dialogue. Let's go.
Yeah.
Apparently you don't want to look around this area much. And I was like, oh, okay. Well, whatever. Let's just keep rolling. So, yeah, I don't know. I like the style. And I am better at, like, I guess I'm just more familiar with this world now or something. The first episode, I was like, this is so weird. Like, fairy tales, but dark. Like, that's just kind of weird and lazy. But they're starting to actually do some stuff with just kind of how do these characters fit into this world and whatever. I don't know. I'm starting to kind of warm up to the whole cast maybe, and I'm
cool.
kind of that. So yeah, I'll look forward to the next one. But it was a long wait on this one, right? Was it like 2.5 months, 3 months?
And actually, kind of a funny thing because The Walking Dead season 2 just came out like last month.
Yeah.
Now that I've heard Clementine's voice again recently, Toad Jr., it's like, nope, you're Clementine. Stop talking.
Yeah. Was Bluebeard somebody from Walking Dead?
No, he's a new character. He's not in Walking Dead. Oh, you mean the voice?
No, not the character. I mean the voice. It sounded.
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
I was just kind of like getting this weird kind of like I think I've heard this before in a similar context. I don't know, but I haven't looked through the cast or anything. So.
Question for you about Bluebeard though.
Yeah.
Is he a fable? Like, is he someone I should know?
Isn't he just a pirate? Isn't he just a legendary pirate?
Well, I know there's Blackbeard is a legendary pirate, but is Bluebeard a thing?
Bluebeard? John, story consultant, Bluebeard, do you know what that is?
Bluebeard, I've heard as a name of a pirate before, but I thought it was kind of from like a movie.
That's what I'm thinking. Is there some kind of like Disney movie or something that I'm just not remembering?
I mean, there's some like more obvious like call-outs to stories.
Well, because like every almost every other character
is literally a folktale named Bluebeard.
Okay. There you go. Who's Georgie though? Like that guy, I was just like, I don't know.
I think that's just nobody.
Okay, he's just a sleazy club owner. Like that's just that.
Maybe I don't know. I've never heard of a Georgie.
And then there was Jack, and I'm like, are you Jack Be Nimble? Is that who you are?
I was thinking Jack and the Beanstalk, but yeah, there's Jack, and I'm like, there's way too many Jacks in fairy tales. I don't know which one you are.
And he's just kind of a jerk, and then he leaves, so I don't know.
John, if I was to say a blonde-haired Jack, who would you think?
Jack and Jill. They're both blonde.
Jack and Jill. Maybe. There's another one, so...
I feel like if it was Jack and Jill, he would have referenced Jill in some way.
Yeah, well, let's see. There's Jack and Jill. There's Jack Be Nimble, and there's Little Jack Horner.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
That too.
Also Jack. Yeah, Jack the Giant.
Jack
Slayer.
is apparently a really popular fairy tale name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So a little indistinct on that.
And
guy,
they do fun stuff like
Jack
Aladdin's lamp is there, and he rubs it and stuff.
Yeah. I guess there were like one or two moments in the episode where I was like, I think I just missed something. Like I was just like, that seemed like that was a story beat where it's like you should probably go check that out, and I just kind of pressed the wrong button or just kind of ignored it, thinking I could go back and then couldn't because it just kept going. But it didn't bother me very much. I don't know, but yeah, specifically something with the mirror, like just before you talk to Toad.
Yeah, no.
Or right after you talk to Toad.
Yeah, no, I know which part you're talking about, because the camera straight up pans over to it, like, hey!
Do you want to go see what that was about? And I was just like...
I'm trying to even remember what it was, though, because maybe I can tell you afterwards.
Okay. Like, if you actually investigated...
It's nothing worthwhile.
Like, it doesn't totally, like, oh, you could have actually known this key piece.
Yeah, nothing.
Okay. But yeah, I don't know, some cool developments, and yeah, I'm warming up to all this stuff. So there you go, working out. Telltale doing a pretty good job.
Good music in the title sequence. I really enjoyed that music.
They just have pretty cool sense of. I mean, I think I heard it described as like Drive and what was the other one? Like there was another Hotline Miami. Like it's literally those two were somehow influential in the look and style, and you're just like, okay. I buy that, and I like both of those things to some extent. Drive more so for the visual style exclusively. So if you're going to ape anything, take that, and they sort of do. So, sure. It's set in the 80s, right? Like, I mean, there's tape players and stuff. So
I believe so, yeah.
Okay. Anyway, that was it for games for me. So, John, who's next? Are you going to take the...
My list is small enough. I'll go through it.
Okay.
I've been playing a lot more Pokemon Y.
Are you like okay? It's 3 weeks now. Are you enjoying this game?
You
know what? I think you are. You wouldn't be playing it.
I don't know. I've got 2 gym badges now, so.
Way to go.
Is that not very many? Like, is that okay? Like, how many hours do you think?
I think it says I'm close to 15 or 20.
That seems like you're taking your time.
Although, like, I played a lot of Tactics Advance and then ended up deciding I wasn't that into it after, like, 20-some hours. So, I don't know. I'm not sure. Maybe you're still not. But
I'm not sure.
Also,
I've been in a weird RPG.
Fool. Tactics Advanced is awesome.
Maybe
Tactics Advance is good, but I hate that rule system.
The judges jumping in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like, get out, we're fighting. It's just like, no, you can't do that. Stop it. This is weird.
I've played Pokemon for 17 hours exactly. I've got 2 badges, and I've seen 114 Pokemon.
Okay, it seems like a lot of Pokemon.
Yeah, I literally just beat the last gym leader, or the second gym leader.
Okay.
That's where I am in the game. So yes, I am taking my sweet time.
You just sound so pumped right now. It's crazy.
I don't know how I feel about it. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
Like, I'm remembering why I used to like Pokemon when I was a kid, and I'm also remembering why I hated Pokemon when I became an adult. So it's just this weird dichotomy of which is going to win first.
Okay. I don't know. We'll check in next week, see if you're still on there.
Yeah.
Still enjoying it ish. But,
so
okay.
Besides that, I've been playing Mother or Earthbound Zero.
So wait, is that what we know as Earthbound, or is that a prequel?
No, what we know as Earthbound for the Super Nintendo is Mother 2. I'm playing Mother 1.
Okay.
Which is on the Famicom, yeah.
Okay. Did they establish like all the characters in the world and everything, or?
It's different characters. There's 3 Mother games. Earthbound is the second one that we got.
Okay.
And Earthbound Zero or Mother 1, whichever you want to call it, kind of is a pre-telling, I guess, of Earthbound, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Is this in English? Did we get this?
Yeah, I'm playing an English patch. This is a repro card I'm playing.
Okay.
Okay.
What is a repro card? Like
reproduction cart.
Okay.
So someone
took the cart and modified it?
Yes, a fan took the ROM, modified a cart, and then turned it into an Earthbound Zero cart.
Okay.
Or I guess it just says Earthbound. Give me a second here.
Does it have a dope sticker on and everything?
Yeah, actually. Let me just make sure this is actually visible on camera here.
Okay. That's pretty nice.
It's for some reason it's like the Earthbound original like Mother 2 characters.
Oh.
Even though like that's
so those people aren't in this game?
No, but there are people that are similar to them that are in it. It's weird.
Okay. So every generation, like, there's always aliens and there's always a lighthouse. See, I'm doing this thing that you guys haven't even... Well, Sean played it, so he knows this bad joke. Yeah. That was like a year ago almost, but okay. Okay. Mother... Yeah. Why is it called that? Why are these games called Mother? What's going on with that?
I believe it is because they're supposed to be about the Earth in general, so...
So
Mother Earth.
Like Mother Earth, yep.
Mother Nature.
Also,
I know that the Mother 3 focuses on...
Mother Mia.
That's
okay.
Mamma Mia. It's not quite the same. Mother 3 kind of focuses on machines versus nature. I don't even remember what the actual focus of Mother 2 is supposed to be. I don't know, it's the mind. And Mother 1's kind of the same, because like you learn your grandfather did all these experiments on like psychic powers. He went away. You had to figure out why and what happened.
Okay. So I haven't cracked into Earthbound at all yet. Does the battle system seem the same between them, or like what are you doing most of the time?
It's a traditional JRPG. Like
okay.
you fight weird enemies like hippies and stray dogs.
Okay.
And guys named Wally.
Just like, Wally?
Yeah, he has a pitchfork.
Okay. Gotcha.
It's a bit of a grind. The enemy rate on my copy seems to be pretty high. Like, I can take a step, I'll get in a random battle, take another step, another random battle.
Wait, what do you mean the enemy rate on your copy?
There are different patches for Earthbound Zero out there that reduce the rate that enemies show up.
That's fascinating.
So this one you have is tweaked a little weird, so it's
no. This is set to the original difficulty.
Oh, okay.
For lack of a better term.
Hmm.
There are copies of the ROM. I think they're called like Earthbound Zero Easy Mode or Easier or lower random rate, stuff like that.
Okay.
So this is translated in English, obviously. Otherwise, I wouldn't be playing it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just kind of running around fighting enemies. It's scratching an itch for some reason I didn't realize I had, which was wanting to play RPGs again.
Okay.
But it's definitely showing.
What a coincidence! I was having that itch just this week.
And you have a game that I am waiting to play starting tomorrow, which will probably take over Earthbound Zero and Pokemon. Would you like to talk about it?
Only if you're done. I didn't mean to step on your toes. I had that same itch.
Okay, you guys go ahead. I could ask more questions about.
If you got more questions about Mother, I can talk about it. Otherwise,
yeah, it's just like, does it seem like it's long in that traditional JRPG way, or is it like were NES era ones shorter?
NES era ones were traditionally shorter, but like this one seems like it could still be a decent length. I don't know what level I'm supposed to be at by the time I finish the game, but I haven't got any new party members yet, and I'm level 15, I think.
Okay.
I have 3 of the 8 collectible tones I'm supposed to be picking up.
So not quite halfway there.
I don't even think I'm halfway. If I had to make a random guess, I would say a quarter.
Okay.
But I might be wrong on that.
I guess last thing really is just like this. Earthbound has a reputation of being kind of funny, right? Like it's kind of Like, does that carry in this translation? Like, do they do a good job of making it the dialogue pop, or is it not really?
Well, I mean, it's not an official translation, but I mean, like, there are a lot of weird jokes there.
Okay.
It shows the quirkiness that you're used to from Earthbound and Mother 3, so.
Okay. Sounds all right. I'll probably just play this and see how I like it. The SNES version.
The SNES version is a much better game. I will state that.
Okay.
I don't think there's very few people out there who will argue Mother 1 is better than Mother 2, so.
Okay.
You're good to keep playing Earthbound.
Okay. Cool.
And that's all I played.
So, speaking of RPGs, Sean, what have you been doing?
I played The Room 2.
Yeah, exactly. How was that?
Perfect.
I enjoyed it. I don't like it as much as The Room 1.
Why is that? I've heard that a couple times now.
I think I just prefer puzzle box instead of like puzzle boxes that open up into smaller puzzle boxes and stuff, as opposed to just kind of like puzzle rooms, I guess.
Oh, is it a little more like?
Yeah, like you go into a room and there'll be like 3 tables. One will have a box, one will have like a camera, one might have like I don't know, like a magnifying glass or like not a telescope. Sure, a telescope. Who cares?
Yeah. Okay. So 3 weird objects.
And then you'll have to kind of go back and forth between the 3 of them.
Okay.
Which is fine too. It's basically the same thing, but I kind of just preferred focusing on one thing and getting really precise on the one box.
Okay.
Because like they'll do stuff with the camera where it's like at one point you're gonna have to take a photo with the camera, and it's like, well, yeah, of course, like that's the most obvious thing.
Yeah.
But apart from that, that game still looks really great. The ending's kind of cool. So I would definitely recommend playing it if you like The Room. I don't really have much to say about it. It's a big puzzle for the most part.
Okay.
But yeah, no, I can talk about Bravely Default because I have that and I'm playing that for review. But that review won't be done for a while because it's an RPG.
Okay.
But specifically, yeah, I had the RPG itch because Nathan, you brought it up last week again. The Super Mario book is kind of giving me an itch to like, I want to play like old Nintendo games again.
Okay.
Because just the way this guy talks about each game as they come up, they talk about it's like, but guess what? Miyamoto had the next best thing, and Mario 64 was it. And then talked about how good Mario 64 was, and it was like, you know what? Mario 64 was really good, and yeah, so was Ocarina of Time. You're right.
Yeah.
And just the way the author like writes about like the next iteration was coming up, you know, and I just got nostalgic, I guess, and I was like. And then somehow that connected to JRPGs, maybe because I played a lot of JRPGs in the past, or because Final Fantasy was mentioned a lot in the book. But
okay, I
was like, I could sit down for an RPG. And the last RPG I played was Ni no Kuni, which came out around the same time last year. So I guess I get one JRPG a year, and it's always at the beginning of the year.
Yeah, not counting Pokemon.
Yeah,
I guess. Yeah, I guess I really wouldn't. I personally, like, I guess, yeah, it's a JRPG, but it's different enough that I'm looking for a more standard JRPG.
Pokemon kind of is his own genre now, so.
Yeah, it's its own thing. I guess. So yeah, JRPGs, they come out in February. At least the ones I've been playing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, Bravely Default. I'm liking it quite a bit. I'm only about 2 hours into the game. The music's really nice. The visuals are pretty good. However, I don't care too much for the character designs because they have kind of the, like, you know, all the remade Final Fantasy games on the DS.
The chibi look to them.
Yeah, it's kind of that again.
Okay.
And I just kind of don't care for that as much. I will say the voice acting is awful. I hate their voices so much.
Okay. So you didn't get over that hump like I did with VLR. It's just bad.
I'm almost, and I've never done this before, so I'm like fighting it because I don't want to do it, but I'm almost thinking of going into the options and turning the speech volume to 0 while leaving the good music volume up at where it is.
Can you? I think you could actually turn the dialogue to Japanese if you'd rather that.
No, that might be an idea. I'm pretty sure you can do that. Yeah, that might be an idea. Maybe I'll try that.
Okay.
That
is that bad, huh?
I can't stand it. It's awful. It is really bad.
Are they long-winded too? Like, is there a lot of?
Well, it's a JRPG, so yeah, they talk a lot.
Yeah, I guess so.
I heard a clip of it before we started podcasting. You were playing it with the volume on. The voice acting didn't sound that bad.
It's like, it is so far this one specific girl and this new character I just came across. I just can't stand whenever they talk, and maybe it's more so how they're presenting the dialogue than the dialogue itself. But the one main female character sounds like literally like the helpless damsel in distress, like the whole time. Just kind of soft, high-pitched voice, like she's almost always confused or something. And I just, you sound like a bimbo. Shut up. All
right. Now
I'm enjoying it. There's some really cool things to it. First off, like some of the Pokemon games, they have the L equals A thing, so you can play one-handed. Which, always a huge fan of that, because I'm at my computer, right hand's on the mouse, left hand's playing a DS. That's great. I said the game, like, the visuals look great. In fact, if you actually stand still, the camera will like zoom pretty far out, and you can kind of see the whole area. And those are always some great looking shots, especially if you're in like that opening town. It just looks real great. It's all kind of like hand drawn. That looks really nice. When you put, here's some interesting stuff, and 3DS is specific, I guess. When you put the 3DS into sleep mode, so close it, for every 8 hours that pass, you get an S point. I don't know if it's a sleep point, or you get some kind of point that you can use in the game, or you can buy them with real money.
What?
So,
like, microtransactions?
There is microtransactions. And it even mentions, like, yes, you can buy them if you'd like, but for the most part, they're pretty ignorable, it seems, and you can get them for free just by closing your DS, which is the easiest way to get anything ever.
Okay.
So
it's kind of weird then, but sure.
I can't exactly remember what they do at the moment. I haven't... It might be summoning friends, now that I think about it. But there's also summoning friends, so the Street Pass. There's a bunch of cool Street Pass features. One of which is you can kind of take an attack that you can do, and it's almost like you're recording it, and then you're sending that out. So let's say you pick, like, Thunder is your attack. So you get your character to do Thunder, and you pick the Send command, and then that'll, anytime you Street Pass somebody, you know, your character will be in their game, and that if they summon your character will do Thunder. So, for example, earlier today I Street Passed some guy, and I used his character, and his character's attack actually was using a potion. Okay. So it was kind of getting a free potion, basically. So if you Street Pass stronger characters, you'll get their better magic attacks and stuff.
Do you get, like, anyone? Do they have to have the game, I assume? You can't just be like, oh, I just Street Passed, like, my neighbor who just was playing Pokemon, so now I've got, like, a random move for that character that's probably weak.
I've only Street Passed, like, one guy, so I assume they have to have the game.
Alright.
For that specific one, because you have to send the character out. I'm not 100% sure,
That's weird, though, that you... Oh, I guess, no, you're down in LA. I keep forgetting that. There's a high chance you'd be passing someone who actually has the game there.
Right. Yeah. No, I was actually surprised I passed somebody, but
Yeah.
Another thing, and this might be for the more randomness factor. So the game starts and your home village gets destroyed.
What?
It's like Ninja Gaiden or something.
It's like
Crazy.
every game.
It's like
God.
From Japan.
Side note. This game is super cliche.
Yeah. Is there amnesia in any way?
Yeah, the third character you get,
who's the chosen one?
He introduces himself as, I don't know what my past is.
Wow. Is there like any kind of pilgrimage anywhere?
Is there a chosen one?
Oh, yeah, the girl you meet is a chosen one, and then you find out the main character is also a chosen one.
Whoa, dude.
Shit, spoilers, dude.
Well, you learn these in the first hour. Like, this game is beyond
spoilers,
cliche.
So. Who are you going up against, though? Like, is it just an evil sorcerer or something? Or...
I'm 2 hours in, so I don't really know yet, but...
Okay.
I'm assuming there's an evil sorcerer. Anyway, the cool Street Pass thing I was going to mention. So your village gets destroyed, and you can actually help rebuild it throughout the game. But to rebuild it, the village will have a whole bunch of different tasks that will take certain lengths of time. So when you street pass somebody, you basically put that player to work on one of the tasks. So for example, like building this attack or this weapon shop will take 70 hours. So you need to street pass like 70 people. But that's like a harder one, obviously. Like there's some that'll only take 30 minutes.
Okay.
So if you put one guy on there, it'll take him 30 minutes. But if you put two guys on there, it'll take him like 15 minutes. And then once the shop has been restored, anytime you go to a save location, you can purchase stuff that is unlocked by restoring the village. And you can also upgrade the shops by putting people back to work on like an already rescued shop so that you can have more weapons and items unlocking. Which is pretty cool, because that happens, once again in real time. So it's just kind of nice to, when you notice your Streets Pass, just put them to work because you're unlocking stuff while playing the game normally.
Okay. That just sounds like almost like an iOS, like Simpsons Tapped Out, where you're
it's like a thing on the side, like it's not the main focus of the game. So.
Yeah, no, it is literally just something that is behind everything. It's in the menus. You just set it up, and it gives you more items, and that's kind of cool.
And you're playing for like half hour anyway, and then at the end of it, also this side thing opened up.
The game can even be closed. Like you can set it up, close the game, come back 2 hours, it'll be done, right?
Okay.
The game does a whole bunch in sleep mode, which is really cool.
Cool. Have you been the 3D? Like, have you looked at how that?
Yeah, 3D's been okay so far. Just now, recently, I've been getting a little bugged with it, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to go with the 3D. But I'm giving it a fair chance. I've been playing it on the train a lot, so I usually turn the 3D off because that would just be awful. But yeah, it's fun. It's a old school Final Fantasy, I guess. So it's the kind of RPG where you can change classes, and that's not my preference, but
like
whatever.
The jobs style.
Yeah, they're even called jobs.
Oh, okay.
And I just don't care for that. I like them when they're like set to be like you are this one type of character. I don't know why I prefer that.
Well, I mean, you can make them to be like that. You can be like, all right, this playthrough, you are going to be a mage.
Right, but I guess I prefer like structure. I don't know. Maybe it's like this weird OCD tendency, but keep in mind, I'm the kid in like Pokemon who was like, no, I need to know what the rival's real canonical name is because that's his name. So
okay,
I guess
you want a written character.
You kind of have the same problem I have with like open world games, where it's like I don't want to do all this extra stuff. I just kind of want to go do the next thing.
Like I was thinking about it, and like. It's almost like I don't want to create my own story. I want to like exist in a pre-made story almost. Like, I don't care that the character has amnesia. I don't need to like relate to him because I also don't know what's going on. Just give me a character and then write enough like backstory in the dialogue that I'll pick it up, and it's like I'm more so kind of just watching a movie as opposed to like uncovering an adventure. I don't know. I'm just more into that. Like the Tales games, they never do jobs. It's always set stuff. Yeah. And those are probably my favorite RPGs. So.
Okay.
I guess any other specific questions? John, you're going to be playing it soon. Anything specific?
Yeah. By the time the proper recording of this goes up, I've already picked it up.
Cool. I just something else friend related just happened. Oh, we can send. Something about we can use each other's spells or something like that, one per character. So it even said, so make sure you get 4 good friends or something. So it seems like there's some cool connectivity stuff that we'll have to try out.
Is there any inkling as to why it is called Bravely Default?
Actually, yes. Good question.
Okay.
In the battle system, you can kind of... It's almost like stances. You can set your character to be brave or to default, which can also be triggered using the triggers. So left is brave, right is default. If you do default, your character is going to kind of... you're going to lose your turn because they're going to be shielding themselves.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also going to gain an additional battle point or something like that.
Okay.
And then if you go into Brave, it allows you to have an additional action on your turn, so you could attack like twice, but it costs battle points. Now the interesting part is that you can go into the negatives for a max of 4. So every turn you get 1 battle point. If you hit default, you'll get an additional 1. So you could start storing them and then do like a huge combo if you wanted to. But keep in mind, every time you go into default, you're just going to be taking damage while in a defensive mode. So you're not going to be attacking. But let's say I start the match, I have my 1 battle point, and I hit Brave once. It's going to use up my normal attack and an additional battle point, so I'll be at -1, but I'll get to attack twice. And if you're in the negatives, you don't get to move, you lose your turn, so the enemy is going to basically get to attack the character twice. So you can kind of choose which characters are going to do a bunch of damage combos, which ones are not. But from the way I've noticed, is it seems like a really good finishing move, because like I said, you can do it up to 4 times, and it doesn't carry over between battles. So you could do like 4 attacks in a row, get way into the negatives, but if you killed the boss, or like killed the enemy, there's no negative to you, because it just resets when you play the next enemy.
Alright, so it's a risk-reward thing, like if you time it right.
Yes, it's a risk-reward thing, but you have the ability to like kind of check out the enemy's stats, so if you can tell, like, if I attacked you 4 times right now, I think I could kill you, and then if you do it, you're done, but if you're not, you're going to have to go through like 4 of their attacks, because you're going to miss like 3 turns of yourself, because you're in the negative. So, stuff like that.
Interesting.
Okay.
And then one last weird thing is that anytime you're in the menus, it switches the control scheme to the D-pad. Same with the battle, which is just weird, and I don't know why it does that. So you'll be running around the world with the analog stick, and you get into a battle, and now you got to switch to the D-pad. I don't know why. And specifically, L equals A when you're on the overworld map or like outside of combat. But right on the D-pad equals A when you're in a battle, because you can only use the D-pad or the triggers for Brave and Default.
That is weird, but
it's kind of weird that they kind of put like 1.5 control schemes in it, so it'll take some getting used to. But
you're getting.
I'm getting used to it, and like it's a JRPG. If you're looking for a classic JRPG, this is a classic JRPG. I think the coolest thing is all the stuff it does in standby mode so far.
Oh, okay.
Those are cool. And the street passing stuff, like it seems they had some smart ideas for using the 3DS.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go. Square done good. By the sound of it, maybe.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I have a question for you guys.
Yeah.
Is this is Square, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so they're allowed to use Phoenix Down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, is Phoenix Down only in Final Fantasy?
I think so.
Far as I'm aware of.
Okay. I guess I didn't put this together that this was Square. I thought it was just someone else, like, from Square. But, yeah, no, there are Phoenix Downs in there, and I was like, are these people allowed to use it? But no, if you're telling me it's Square, then that would make sense.
I'll double-check the developer, but I'm pretty sure it's in-house Square.
Right, okay. That would make sense, but it's weird to be playing, like, not a game called Final Fantasy and seeing straight-up Phoenix Down.
That is weird. I don't know if they've, done that in some of their, like... Wait, do, like, the Mana games, what do they use for that kind of stuff?
John, any idea?
Sorry, Secret Mana games, they use... Oh, God, what do they use?
For, like,
Cup of Wishes, I believe, was what they used in original Secret Mana.
Okay.
Silicon Studio.
Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest use... Oh, what do they use? Oh, man.
I mean, they were completely...
That's Square as well, right? Yeah.
That was Enix until they combined back when Final Fantasy X came out. Yeah, Dragon Quest VIII was the first Dragon Quest that came out under Square Enix.
Yeah.
Maybe someone in the channel.
Poor blimey. That was kind of his thing. He had this metal hat.
Silicon Studio and 5PB developed Bravely Default.
Okay.
Is that...
Silicon Studio, founded in 2000, has worked on different titles for the PS3, PlayStation Portable, and Nintendo 3DS. Notably, 3D Dot Game Heroes.
Oh, so it's not Square?
No, apparently not.
I didn't think so. I thought it was like some old Final Fantasy developers at a new company.
These guys have done Operation Darkness, which is that weird like World War II tactics RPG game with werewolves. That's on the Xbox 360.
Great.
3D Dot Game Heroes, which was on the PS3, and Bravely Default.
Well, I guess since Square's publishing it, they could be like, hey, is it cool if we use this?
I see what the mistake is. In North America, it's published by Nintendo. In Japan, it's Square Enix.
Yeah, okay.
So,
so we're thinking they're allowed to use Phoenix Down because it's published by Square somewhere?
Yeah.
Or do you think everyone's allowed to use Phoenix Down and nobody does because it's such a Final Fantasy thing?
Pretty sure it's a Square Enix thing.
Probably, yeah. I'm sure they
just kind of an interesting thing I noticed. So.
Yeah, that is kind of weird, but there you go.
Also, like the nerdiest possible thing to have a discussion about, but that's this podcast.
Well, thank God this is a nerdy podcast.
Right. Yeah. Okay. What else did I play? I played a bit of the Broken Age. I don't know
where are you at now?
I don't know if we talked about that last week.
I think you said you started it, but you said you played like 15 minutes, right? So.
Yeah. So I played about maybe an hour or so. I actually played a bit of Shay's Quest. Got stuck. So I started playing the girl. What's her name?
It starts with a V.
Yeah.
Is it Vala or something?
Vela?
Valerie?
Vela. That sounds right.
I think it's Vela, yeah. I played a bit of hers, less of hers, but another really cool premise. I'm liking that game. I want to go back to it. Games started coming out, so...
Yeah, a little bit. This next
little... There's like 5 games I have pre-ordered that come out this month.
Yeah. Wait, 5 one of them come out this month? What did you pre-order?
Bravely Default, Danganronpa, Donkey Country Tropical Freeze,
right?
Castlevania Lords of Shadow 2,
Professor Layton 6.
I'm way behind on that series.
Okay.
There's a 5th one that I've got pre-ordered. I'm just blanking.
Are you
right
into
now.
Thief or you're not?
Not Thief. No.
Okay.
Octodad came and you bought that, so thank you.
I was gifted it actually.
Dude, I played an hour of Octodad today. That totally happened.
Well, let's talk about some Octodad.
Yeah. Have you guys checked out Octodad, like the original studio game?
I actually downloaded the original studio game. I'm probably going to play that before I play Deadliest Catch.
Okay. I played that back when that happened a couple years ago. Yeah, I guess the most noteworthy thing about that game is just its wacky control scheme. Like, it's almost got a QWOP-like charm to it in that it's hard to do basic stuff, so just nutty things happen. Like, you're an octopus in a suit, and you walk around and do basic daily tasks. I
love the concept of the octopus just wants a family.
Yeah. It starts with him getting married, and that goes fine. And then he's at home years later, pouring his daughter some milk before she goes to school. But actually, you're whipping that jug all over the place, and then knocking over the table, and then successfully waving it near the glass, and then she runs away. And yeah, there's some weird kind of just broken stuff, but it's kind of funny just to see it happen. So that hour was pretty entertaining for the most part.
That does sound pretty funny. Like, as long as milk ended up in this glass, task complete.
Exactly. Like, there was one where it's like you need to get 6 basketballs in the hoop, and I ended up just kind of wobbling my tentacle with the ball all around there, and I got 6 points eventually. It was just like, okay, whatever. Like, it's super janky, but it's kind of, that's the whole thing. It's just physics being broken. Like, it's kind of in the same mind space for me as, like, a Surgeon Simulator or something, where it's like, the charm is how wonky it plays. But I'm getting more out of this already. I'm a little worried, though, because, like, I watched Polygon's review of the game. Apparently, at some point, there's, like, stealth action in it.
Yeah, I've heard that, too.
And I don't know why you would put that in a game with, like, the basic act of walking across the room is like hard. So now it's like you got to stay out of the spotlight, and you're just like, are you kidding me? Like this is already crazy.
Are you kidding me? I'm an octopus.
Yeah, like I don't know. And I mean, there's this evil chef that's trying to stop you. Like he's shown up a couple times, so there's sort of a story, but it's a comedy game, really. Like I'm sure it's. I was almost like thinking it was like this is probably more fun to watch. Like you might just want to watch this be played and laugh at the person's ineptitude because it's just so weird looking. But you're just like, no, it's actually hard. And I don't know, that control scheme is pretty well thought out for how wonky it is.
So like how do you feel about the Move version of this game coming out, where it's 4-player co-op and each person controls the limb?
Really?
That's a thing.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
There's already a co-op in this version, but I'm not sure what that would do. Like, is it someone's the arms and the other person's the legs or something? But that sounds like chaos, but it'll probably be funny. So, yeah, this game just is going for funny, like, most of the time. So
out in the chat, I just want to say, ACFan120 says, Octodad is easy to control, actually. So, Nathan, you must be lying.
No, it's like, it's not that it's just you're bumping into things. Like, it's not like I'm failing the objectives. It's just you look ridiculous doing anything. So yeah, I don't know. Like it's like I'm standing in line waiting to go to the aquarium and buy a ticket, but then I'm like knocking over all the velvet ropes and then bumping into the person in front of me because I'm an octopus. Like it's just wacky. So
yeah, just the imagery just sounds really funny.
Yeah, no, it's worth a look for a while. It's certainly entertaining at a very basic level for at least an hour. I don't know. I'm still just like that stealth stuff sounds like just a weirdest idea, but I'll find out firsthand, I guess, at some point. But yeah, it's goofy. It's sure Dadley's Catch also wordplay. Right. Great title game, sequence. But
obviously I played some more Risk of Rain. Since last week we beat it on normal, so now we play it on hard and we get killed in like 10 minutes every time.
Ugh.
But yeah, tune in for that every night. Risk of Rain.
Monsoon, is it?
Monsoon difficulty, yep.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't even beat it on normal with you guys. I beat it on easy and then flaked out for a couple days and then...
Normal's easy now. Normal is so easy.
Do you have all the classes unlocked or how
No, we don't. Not yet. One of them you have to beat the game 5 times, so...
Okay. Cool.
That's all I played.
All right.
There you go. On the news then. And what are we going to lead off?
What did I put in the news?
Music coming to Steam.
Yeah, so I guess to be more specific, they're not doing a streaming service. They're just going to allow you to import your library, similar to, I guess, iTunes. So album art will be in there too, but you'll just have like another way to access your music. That's a thing. That's weird, I guess.
That is kind of weird, but I mean, I've gotten a movie through Steam before, so
I don't even know if this is a music store. The article literally talks about you can bring your music into Steam. It might just be a new interface for your music. So
it's probably
you're
like an
already
iTunes
opening
type
up
deal.
Steam to check on the daily deals. Now you don't even have to open up iTunes.
That's cool.
I think that's the plan. Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
And back in the day, I'd play my Midnight Brown mixtape when I played Counter-Strike. So now I can do that.
That might also be an easy way to just transfer like your audio into like games that support custom soundtracks, like audio.
That's what I was thinking. It might make it at least easier for more games now.
Yeah. I love playing my own music under stuff, so cool. Or like something like Audio Surf. Maybe that would remove a middleman. I don't know.
That'd be cool. There you go. Maybe.
But okay.
In the future.
The next one, this one was weird. Happened early in the week. Someone, not Ubisoft, canceled the trademark for Watch Dogs.
What does that mean?
Did they actually? I think they tried to and it failed.
No, I believe they did because Ubisoft came out and I quote, "We are working directly with the USPTO on reinstating the trademark for Watch Dogs and it will be active again in the coming days. The matter has no impact on the Watch Dogs development."
Okay.
So, they got it. They took it down, at least.
So there was at least a bit of a hiccup there. That's weird. Why would you do that? But, alright. Frauds.
I remember when this first surfaced, I think someone noticed it on the Nintendo Wii first, or in relation to the Wii U, I mean.
in
relation to that. So people were thinking like, oh no, are more people pulling from the Wii U? And then it turns out no, it got pulled from like everything, and then that wasn't supposed to happen.
Okay. I guess.
But yeah, that's weird. That's kind of funny.
Yeah. They could tie that into like a pretty funny way of marketing the game too. It's like, well, the main character's trying to get rid of
hackers.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this was all a stunt. Maybe it was all a marketing ploy.
Ooh.
I guess. Sorry, you briefly mentioned people bailing on the Wii U. That reminded me of that Batman Arkham Origins thing.
Yes, this happened like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, they canceled the season pass. It's just like, sorry, you can have a refund though. It's just kind of not...
Right, there was not enough demand, so they were like, well, we're not developing it for Wii U, any of the DLC.
That's not a good sign, I guess.
That's an awful sign.
Yeah, I mean, I have that game, but not on Wii U. I have it on PC, so I understand if not a lot of people picked up that version, but still, I don't know. That doesn't give me a lot of confidence as a Wii U owner that people are working on making this thing, but whatever. That's yeah. Sorry if that was too old. I just was...
No, whatever. We didn't bring it up. That's good.
Yeah.
We got a small comment from Nintendo, just based on everything that kind of happened with them. So there was an interview
us specifically.
Yeah, they contacted Sean and I, and were like, "Hey, let your friend John know.
Give him a heads up."
Yeah.
So Nikkei, the one that originally announced that rumor that turned out to not be totally true, they did an interview with Nintendo recently, and I'll just read the full thing. They stated like, we'll change the... Or sorry, I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm going to read the specific quote here. We'll change the way we sell products by managing customer information by the internet. We'll offer discounts to steady regular customers. We'll cultivate emerging markets and launch new business in health and other areas. In an emerging country, you can expand the user base only after you offer a product line different from advanced economies in pricing. We should abandon old assumptions about our businesses. We are considering mergers and acquisitions as an option. For this reason, we'll step up share buybacks.
Okay.
So I think the most interesting part, because we already knew about the health stuff and that they're looking for our internet customer information and whatnot in the discounts, but just the idea of like we should abandon old assumptions about our businesses, and then the mergers and acquisitions part is probably the most interesting, in my opinion.
Yeah. So it looks like there's quite a few paragraphs kind of clarifying what that might mean.
Right,
like the original, yeah. Like talking to Nikkei or whatever, the paper over there that published it. Okay.
I guess it's good to hear them say we're going to abandon old business strategies, since that seems to consistently not work too well for them. But
diversifying.
There's talk that they're going to start bringing more of their Japanese-only games over here too. We're getting that Tomodachi collection, I think the name of the game is.
Yeah, that's come up a couple times on like podcasts and things. What is that though? Like, what is that?
It's kind of like a Sims type deal where you basically live the lives of the Miis inside your 3DS.
Okay, cool. I guess.
I believe they've also said that they're going to look into like publishing more third-party games over here. So like some RPGs that only Japan gets, we might start getting from Nintendo now.
Okay. I guess what I want to know though, like, aren't there a bunch of legendary Starfy games that didn't come out here?
Yeah, 3 other ones to be exact.
All right,
we got one, right?
Where's my trilogy at? You know, like just put that out. Yeah, we got one on DS.
Yeah, I own it.
All right, I don't even know if it's good. I'm just remember that as a.
It is really, really easy.
Like easier than Kirby easy.
Yes.
The gameplay is Kirby.
Okay. Seemed like it would be kind of Kirby-ish. That dude looks like he would hang out with Kirby, but yeah,
that dude looks like something Kirby would ride around on.
Kinda, you know.
Where's my Kirby Air Ride 2?
I don't know. Hopefully that's part of the strategy.
Smash Brothers has absorbed everything.
Yeah.
Huh. All right. Nintendo update.
Yep.
This next story I put here, mainly because the name of the story just made me stop and just smile and laugh because it was so dumb. But, so Namco Bandai, they are now Bandai Namco. So there you go.
So now they can be abbreviated Banco.
Yeah. Exactly. I guess internationally they've been known as Bandai Namco for a while because Bandai is apparently a bigger brand elsewhere.
Yeah,
but
they've got
unifying that across all territories now. So Namco's taken the backseat, which is weird to me because they kind of were a big deal, but I guess no longer. So,
wait, would you go Bamco or Banco?
I'd go Bamco.
With an
Bamco?
M? Yeah.
Okay. It's not bad. There you go. That's it. Like I don't know. I just noticed that and was like, okay, that's dumb enough to warrant a mention as this is officially, that is the name now. You can't call it Namco Bandai anymore.
And then I guess just today
it takes effect April 1st, which also seemed like, really? That okay? Is it all right? Not getting jumpstart on a joke, but okay. But anyway, there you go. And what was it? What were you saying?
Yeah, so just today, the Sonic cast, I guess,
yeah,
got a redesign, and I'm looking at these redesigns, and like Tails looks the exact same. I think Amy looks the same too.
Amy, well, besides the clothing change, more or less, yeah.
Like Sonic looks.
He has a scarf now. Yeah, scarf. And one of his socks looks like it's a little lower than the other one.
He's got a bunch of bandages around his arms and his legs.
And his feet. Yeah, I don't think those are socks.
His quills are a little spread out a bit too. He's got that little tiny one now.
Okay.
Knuckles, on the other hand.
Knuckles looks he is beat
Knuckles is ready for football.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing that jumps out with this picture that's been going around. I haven't watched the video yet. Like there's kind of a teaser, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And so yeah, they announced another game as well. What is this one called?
Sonic Boom.
Sonic Boom.
It's also going to be a cartoon series, what they're saying, the CG cartoon series.
Great. I mean, there were 2 classic Sonic cartoons from my childhood, so bring it back. Let a new generation know. It's got attitude. And
I like how you say 2 when we know for a fact that Sean is probably taking offense to you not mentioning the third one.
There was a third? Oh, I'm sorry. There was 2 simultaneous, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. And then
Sonic Underground.
Oh, I'm sorry. All right. My Sonic cartoon knowledge is a little deficient. But...
Which one was Sonic? What was Sonic X?
Oh, right. Well, that's more like 2000, wasn't it?
Wait,
I think it was later than 2000. I think it was a little later.
Wait, is this like the half-dozenth Sonic cartoon then? Is this not even special in any way then?
Well, there hasn't been a Sonic cartoon in a while, I'd imagine. So.
Okay. Sure, that's all I was getting at. This has been a little while.
And John, as the Sonic fan you are you excited for another Sonic game that is going to disappoint?
It's probably not even marketed towards me, so I'm not even worried about it.
Or is this the one? Is this the one that's finally going to turn Sonic around?
No, this is from what I've seen, this is looking more like a cooperative game.
Oh, so Sonic Heroes.
Yeah, it's probably Sonic Heroes-ish. I don't know. I'm sure the cartoon itself will probably be all right.
Sonic Heroes is not good either.
Song.
I kind of like Eggman's design that they got, or Robotnik's design now. It makes him look like a 1920s aviator pilot.
Isn't that what he always looks like?
Well, now he's got like the old pilot suit and everything now.
Okay. I don't see any pictures of him, but I'm not watching that video, so.
Great. Sonic's back and better than something. What was that last one called? The kind of Galaxy
Sonic
style?
Lost World.
Oh man, I'm just looking at the comments. Do you guys remember Lunatics Unleashed?
Oh my god. That's when they try to turn like Bugs Bunny and everyone into superheroes, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they're all like radical and stuff, and they're like the Roadrunner is like just covered in like spikes on his tail and whatnot. I remember this, and they had superpowers. Oh, I don't even remember what the superpowers were. I gotta look up some Lunatics Unleashed.
Great. There was also a Kirby cartoon, I'm reminded, from...
Yeah, Kirby, yeah.
12 years ago on Foxbox.
That's the one.
TV, yeah.
Great. Oh, Sonic Boom, that song. Remember that song? That's what's called.
All right. Okay, here's the characters of Lunatics Unleashed. For those curious. We got Ace Bunny. His main killer was Yellow. Before some meteor hit the city, he was a stunt rabbit. Oh, he's the descendant of Bugs Bunny. Okay.
Ah, so it's not Bugs Bunny himself.
That makes the major difference. What their powers were. It's not telling me the powers. Okay, next character, Lexi Bunny, descendant of Lola Bunny. She was the pink one. Before the meteor hit, she was trying to become a cheerleader. Oh, of course. All right, we got Danger Duck.
Picture. Yeah.
Descendant of Daffy Duck. He was orange. Before the meteor hit, he was a pool boy. We got Slam Tasmanian.
These are all amazing. These are all
Descendant
amazing.
of the Tasmanian Devil. He was purple. He was a fighter in the ring. Oh, here we go. We got Tech E Coyote.
God. Does he talk?
Oh, yeah.
I believe he did talk, if I recall right. I remember watching this show. Descendant of Wile E. Coyote. He was a college student that got kicked out for his genius took too long. What?
Yeah.
All right, we got Rev Runner. He was a delivery boy.
Perfect job. When did this come out? When was this?
This was 2005 to 2007 on the Kids WB. I remember watching this show. Two seasons of it.
Wow. I just totally never heard this happened, but great. Superheroes. Why not? Ace looks weird. His ears, I don't know. Just like whoosh, coming at you. What were their powers? Do we know?
I don't know what their powers are. It's not telling me in the list of characters and stuff.
All right. Maybe we should move on. Or talk about Duck Dodgers. Did that have its own show, or just its own game?
Duck Dodgers did eventually get its own cartoon, yep.
Okay. And there was a Super Nintendo game, right?
Yep. And an N64 game.
Okay. I didn't play the second one, I guess, then. But, huh. Important research. Lunatic spelled Loon. I did that wrong before. It's obvious in retrospect, but yeah. Warner Brothers.
I'm sorry. I was looking at Wikipedia. Where I should have been looking, where I'm looking now, is the Lunatics Unleashed wiki.
Oh my god. Of course it has a wiki.
All right, Ace Bunny's weapon of choice is a collapsible sword.
Okay. So it breaks on him when he swings it. Got it.
It was revealed in the second season to be a Frelengian energy weapon. A reference to Frizz Frelenge.
Wait, did you say Lola Bunny factored into the genealogy here? Isn't that Space Jam? Like, that's part of this canon?
Of Lola Bunny, like Lexi Rabbit or whatever.
Okay. Fantastic. Is Michael Jordan in the show? Asks the chat.
Okay, here we go. Ace Bunny had optical enhancement, laser vision, and he used the Guardian Strike Sword.
Okay.
Lexi Bunny had sonic hearing, brain blast, and temporary plant control.
I guess this was on for 2 years, and I'm gonna. Was there no video game adaptation of any kind?
Lunatics? Not that I know of. Probably some Flash game or something.
This must have been a DS game at some point.
Or like, yeah, I guess it would have been DS at that point.
Danger Duck had the Power Orb Randomizer, the Quantum Quack, and Aqua Defense.
I'm looking up if there was a game.
Slam Tasmanian had Tornado Maximizer and Thunder Mode.
This show received mixed reviews from critics, scoring about a 5 out of 10 on IMDb. Yeah. Although having a large fan base, the show was also greeted with negative criticism for audiences familiar with the original versions of the Looney Tunes. It apparently made it to a second season at least. And it's out on DVD.
Coyote had superhuman intelligence, magnetic manipulation, and molecular regeneration.
This is so dumb.
Yeah. I'm looking at all the.
We might need to regain control of this and go on to email.
Yeah, we're really going down a wormhole here. It keeps going.
Rev Runner had super speed, GPS, and flying.
Okay.
He also had a brother called Rip Runner.
I guess I did ask what were their powers, so this is my fault.
Okay.
26 episodes.
How did we get to this? We're talking about Sonic.
We were talking about
Sonic, and you saw a comment on that article that led to Lunatics.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Weird powers and great. Okay. So Knuckles is big and crazy, just kind of like Slam Tasmanian. So it's awesome. In conclusion. questions?
Emails.
Yeah, sounds good. I'm loading up the questions online now. People in the chat, if you got some questions, now's the time to send them to us. All right.
Yeah.
This first one comes from Christopher.
Mm-hmm.
He writes, has a video game ever shocked you by having legitimately smart AI?
Left 4 Dead.
Okay, like the AI director stuff? Or...
Yeah, the AI director is actually pretty good in that.
Yeah.
Still has these dumb moments, but it's genuinely really good.
Well, it's like zombie hordes, but yeah, it makes for some...
Well, I mean, like even like the special units and stuff like that. Just properly timed.
Okay.
Just tends to get you when you're going around a corner.
Yeah. I remember when it came out, like, Fear was really impressive, but I don't know if that still holds up. It's just they kind of had a lot of evasive stuff they would do that was kind of cool. And Far Cry 2, honestly, at times impressed me. Like, dude's kind of, like, I duck around a rock and dude's gone and he comes up behind me or whatever, like, just kind of frantic gunfights. But, yeah, that's a couple. Recently, more recent than that, though, I'm trying to, I don't know if I've been too, like, caught off guard by just like, oh, wow, I wasn't expecting
Yeah, nothing's jumping out to me. I can't think of anything, really.
I mean, Hotline Miami, like, they rush at you. Nah, there's no AI in that. That's just, yeah, they're aggroed or not, and they act really dumb sometimes.
Yeah, they're just kind of like, that way!
Oh, I killed it! Done! And, yeah, they're just mindless. I don't know. There's a couple, though. Fear.
All right, next question from Allison says, Sean, do you ever feel different on the podcast because you are the only dude without glasses?
Yeah, does your eyesight kind of make you feel weird? Like,
Would it make you feel better if I just took my glasses off and just did the rest of the podcast like this?
Blind.
No.
Oh, man.
Why?
No, it would not. Put those back on.
Why? You feel special because you have proper eyesight, don't you? You're one of
yeah.
those people.
I need you all to be beneath my foot.
Just making fun of our handicaps. Jeez.
You are never to look me directly eye to eye. It must always be eye to glass to my eyes.
So if I got laser surgery, it'd just be no good.
Exactly. We can never get laser surgery. We're stuck like this.
It's cheating. Okay. Huh. Oh, yeah. If we flip it around, it's like, are we ever envious of Sean's eyes? It's like, well, yeah, obviously. Yeah,
you guys just got to go get that laser eye surgery while you're awake while they're cutting your eyes apart.
Yeah, it sounds weird and nightmarish. Like, I mean, if you saw Final Destination 5, I don't know, man.
You know, Dead Space 2?
Yeah, also that. Eye surgeries ain't no joke, so. Huh. Did we say...
All I'm saying is, Isaac is still alive.
He is, that's true.
True, he made it to a whole other game.
He didn't play 3, so maybe something bad happens to him.
No, after 3 he goes to PlayStation All-Stars, remember?
Really?
Yeah, he's in PlayStation All-Stars. He's a downloadable character.
Alright. What a weird game. Yeah. Anyway, did we talk about where questions go, even? Or
No, we didn't.
No, we didn't. We should,
yeah,
so...
Okay.
Someone should do that.
topdownperspective@gmail.com. There's a Facebook group as well. You just type in Top Down Perspective. Or at TDP Podcasts. And once again, I'm going to put the call out for iTunes reviews because I want to see us defeat RuneScape in the rankings.
Are we still losing to RuneScape?
Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, I don't know. I'll check again.
Long war ahead of us.
I think I did see there was one, so appreciation to whomever it was that wrote that. I don't think they actually wrote anything. I think they just gave 5 stars and then put ... That's fine. That works.
Whatever it takes to beat RuneScape.
Yeah, whatever it takes. I'm just, mentioning it once more. But anyway, did we have some more questions? Or?
No, that's it. So if people want to send in questions next week, what should they do?
I guess do those things I just said, or you could tune in at the Top Down Perspective YouTube. We broadcast there, and you can ask us things live in the chat. You can just kind of say, hey, what's up with this? And then we'll be confronted with it right away and have to answer. In fact, was there nothing earlier? I thought there was one weird thing.
I see scariest game you've ever played popped up in the chat.
I'm not seeing the chat moving. Oh, now I'm seeing it. All right.
It's really delayed. I don't know what's up with the chat.
Here we go.
YouTube streaming. That's YouTube streaming.
What's the scariest game you've ever played? This is by AC Fan 120. Scariest game I've ever played.
Clock Tower for the Super Famicom.
Okay. I mean, I feel because a person in the room who was like not affected, like John was just laughing like at Slender Man. I thought that was messed up. I hate that game. So I don't know.
You thought it was messed up that I was laughing at it, or
no? I just find that game unsettling in this weird way. I don't know if I have weird forest memories that are repressed or something, but I don't like that whole thing. But I bought the Steam one for some reason. I don't know. Slender, like that is a game of like looking over your shoulder, like at times. I think it's just a genius thing because I never want to do that. That's the thing. Especially at the time, I was like working as a janitor at night, so I'd be like walking home at night, and then just like, God damn it, like just kind of little moments of that. It's just like, all right, there's no one there, but it got in my head, man. So yeah, Slender, 8 pages, that stupid Unity thing, that was one of them. I'll just say that. I mean, there's others.
I thought the first BioShock was pretty creepy at the beginning of it.
There's some weird stuff in that game, yeah.
Yeah.
It gets to like weird masks.
Still has one of my favorite moments in any game, though.
Is that when you like the jump scare when you open the? What's your favorite moment?
It's been 6 years. I think we can get into that.
Where you meet Andrew Ryan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That whole.
Okay, so just nothing to do with scary.
No, well, it depends on if you think it's scary. Like, remember how that Andrew Ryan scene ends?
It's pretty weird.
It's not. I didn't find it scary. I didn't find BioShock scary at all. Keep that in mind.
Okay. But that was quite the moment. You're right.
No, I love that. That is one of my favorite moments of BioShock.
So there you go. There's some scary stuff to some extent. Although, Sean, did you say one?
I thought the first BioShock was pretty creepy. I usually just stay away from any game that even sounds remotely scary.
Oh, okay. So like Amnesia, nope. Amnesia 2, no. Call of Cthulhu, I don't want to play that. So, okay. Actually, Call of Cthulhu is a good game. There's some cool stuff in there. But, yeah, just obligatory shout out. It's on Steam. Anyway.
We got one more question?
Yep.
Actually, we had a whole bunch. I'm going to pick one. Here we go. NY Video Game Freak says, what game have you had to stop playing midway through because it was so bad? Fantastic Four 2 Rise of Silver Surfer.
Like you were going on a points quest and you're just like, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Aiden Chronicles the First Mage for N64.
Okay. Do you want to? That sounds oddly specific. Like, was it like you rented it and it was just like, God damn it?
Yep, I rented it, and then I got outside in a battle where neither the monster nor myself could actually hit each other, and then I couldn't run away because it was raining. So we were stuck in this battle where no one was hitting anyone for like 15 minutes. I was like, fuck this.
Yeah. I mean, it says specifically halfway through it. Like, there was... What is that game? It was like that Skyrim-esque game that came out like 2 years later.
More?
No, that one was okay. That game's
Rage.
Right. No, it actually got a sequel.
Dragon's Dogma.
I have that. I've been meaning to play that. I didn't hear that was that bad. No, I don't own it. Sorry, Brittany was looking at my game shop.
Are you thinking of the Golden Compass?
Kingdom of Amalur?
No. Kingdom of Amalur is good, and Golden Compass I never played. Although there were a few games like that I bought. Like I had Spider-Man Unleashed or whatever. Or what was that one? Spider-Man versus something.
I don't know, but I own it for PS3.
I have no idea what you're talking about anymore.
It's the one where he's like this, right?
It's like a 2007 era Spider-Man game.
Yeah, it has like Wolverine and Venom in it.
Oh,
it's supposed to be easy
Edge of Darkness.
I don't remember. Whatever. There's some crappy Spider-Man game.
Web of Shadows.
No, it wasn't. It was before that. It was like.
Oh shit. Oh, yeah. Friend or Foe.
Yeah, that was the one. But okay, sorry. Again, I'm kind of like dodging around. I'm trying to see if there's like halfway through. Oh, actually, Mercenaries 2. That was a game. No, I went in that game really pumped because I love the first Mercenaries, and then just petered out. Like it was just kind of like and then just stopped playing it. So yeah, that was not a very good game. Did you play it? Did you like it? Pandemic. That was one of their last games.
I played a bit of Mercenaries 2. I thought it was alright.
Okay, but it's not worth finishing though. Apparently.
You know how I play games, Nathan. That doesn't necessarily mean it's a good or a bad game.
Okay, I guess just how hard I played the first Mercenaries, this was extremely weird for me.
Oh, I got another good one.
Okay.
Bullet Witch?
Bullet Witch. Yeah, there's some rough early 360 games. I guess Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. I also stopped playing that.
That was a good game, though.
Okay.
I liked it. I'm pretty sure I actually beat American Wasteland or got close.
All right. It was like 8 years. Maybe, I don't know.
But, John, you beating games doesn't make it a good game either.
That's also true, technically.
I would like to once again...
Oh, the chat!
Bring
mediocre.
up 99 Nights.
Ah, fucking hell.
Yeah, I have that for some reason. Two Worlds was the game. The chat picked it up.
That didn't come out after Skyrim? What are you talking about?
No, not Skyrim. Sorry, Oblivion. It was before.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Two Worlds does have a sequel, you're right.
You're right. Yeah.
Then again, so does 99 Nights, so I don't know.
10 minutes into Two Worlds, I was just like, no, this is not anything. But yeah, 99 Nights. It's like Dynasty Warriors, right? It's supposed to be kind of fun. Yeah.
1 million troops.
Cool. Yeah, that's it really for ones that are coming to mind.
Yeah. Okay, got one from... I don't even know what this is, so this might be a short one.
Yep.
Are any of you going to be getting into the Hat in Time alpha that is later this month?
Hat in Time is a 3D platformer akin to like Banjo-Kazooie, Mario 64, games like that.
Okay.
There was a Kickstarter for it, I believe, last year that garnered a lot of publicity.
Not enough that I heard about it.
I might
not
play
me.
I might play it. I don't know. I'm not going to try to get into the alpha.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I mean, item collecting platformers.
Well, like a traditional 3D platformer, like in the N64, PS1 era.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, is that a thing where it's like, well, those went away for a reason, but maybe it's like, no, actually, it's fine. That's a solid premise. You could totally do that. But I mean, like, remember Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts was like making fun of that very idea right up front. Like, it's just like, go collect all these jiggies, and you're just like, no, we're not going to do that.
And then you
buy some vehicles, and
then you forget the fact that people actually wanted the collection in that.
I guess, but you know,
I like Nuts and Bolts, man.
I like Nuts and Bolts too.
It's got weird cars.
It's fun, but like remember, most people were expecting Banjo 3E or whatever the hell you want to call it.
Yeah.
People were expecting that traditional like collectathon.
I guess, yeah. And I mean, Mario stuff is totally... Well, I mean, you're collecting stars, but it's more you're just completing stages again. So they kind of downplayed that. Although Galaxy 2 totally had all that stuff. So I don't know, sure. I guess other platforms could use something shiny that you collect things in. Cool. Why not?
Nathan, how are you on time? I'm thinking we should call it.
You're right. I gotta go watch Ghost in the Shell.
All right.
Classic anime. So
quick thing. Game of the week. Yeah. Game of the week. Games of the week. Yeah.
Quickly. Oh, okay. 999. I liked it. It kicks off a crazy new franchise. That's cool.
I've got so many choices. I guess I'm gonna say Pokemon.
Whoa! John's favorite game, 2014.
Yep, there you go. Done. Locked down.
2014 is 2013.
And mine is Smoke and Mirrors, the second episode of Wolf Among Us.
Okay.
So we'll be back next week. I'm gonna go Chiptune Music Festival. Woo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go eat food.
Yeah, me too.
Because I didn't eat food.
Me either.
Woods Run's a crazy movie. You guys should check it out. What? Yeah.
All right, bye.